to Facebook. Alright guys, we're here with Stadium Club number 4. It's probably the last Stadium Club like straight case we fill. I do have a little bit more, but it took a little bit longer to fill, and I just think that I don't know if people love the product, don't love the product, but nonetheless, we'll probably go back to mixers here. If it lets me mute myself so we don't get a little double talk here. What's going on, dude? Computer apparently just wants to shit itself. Hold on, because I can't tell if the video's going well or not because like my Chrome is locked up. Hold on. Can someone talk and let me know that the video's going okay? Because like I said, my Chrome is seized. Oh, now it wants to work. I don't know what the fuck that was all about. Alright, never mind. It's good now. Alright, sounds good. I just want to make sure before I started and it was like frozen on your guys' end and I'm just breaking everyone's like, what the hell is going on? And I'm done with 2 boxes before anybody says anything, so... Just making sure. Just making sure. I feel so vindicated today too, man. I didn't really have like big time arguments with people, but I was trying to explain to people that the reason some of the Olympians didn't show up to the State of the Union was because they played games today and they've been away from their family for a month because they got to prep, they got to play together. Some of them guys have young kids, some of them don't. But regardless, like the guys that played today were the 5 guys that didn't go to it were the 5 guys that played today. Or played tonight. And I was trying to explain to people, I was like, politics aside, because I don't want to get into the political side of things, like, because even if I hated whoever the president was, dude, if I won a gold medal or did something in sports, like won a championship, I'm going to the White House, because you only get to do it maybe once in your life, right? Like, shit, who the president is, I'm going to the White House, baby. Or State of the Union or whatever else, but I'm happy that the hockey players came out and said it had nothing to do with politics. They would have went anyways just to support their teammates, even if they didn't agree with them. But a lot of guys didn't go because they had to play games and they had to get prepped. Or like Jake Ottinger didn't play any. He didn't play like any at the Olympics. So he's a goalie, the starting goalie for the Dallas Stars in a playoff run. Same with Jake Gensel, not the starting goalie, but the first line left wing on a team that's number 1 in the Central Division, and you want to have the guy not show up and practice with his teammates is diabolical. We have Bichette on the red. I'm not going to say everybody's name. We're just going to kind of go through these and talk or whatever. We have Durbin. We have Konerko. But like I was trying to explain to people, and then everyone's saying, oh, he's just saying that because of backlash. I'm like, dude, I don't... A lot of the hockey fan base is Canadian, and they don't necessarily love us right now as a country, so I don't think that they wanted them to go in the first place. Like, I don't think them retracting or whatever. We got Hoffman there on the red, Corbin Carroll. I don't think them retracting it was better for them personally. We just Henry Malloy on the orange, David Festa on the red. So everything that's been broken now has been sent out. Mackenzie Gore, Pujols. So we don't get something within like the next week. That you were in a break besides these 2 breaks tonight, please let me know. Dolis Garcia, Vernon Wells for the Blue Jays. Haven't heard that name in a while. 1 out of 99. Speaking of Canadians, going to Dale, and she is having a good time with Stadium Club. Hit some nice Mariners last time. First half gets the Vernon Wells Aqua this half. But yeah. Because I was like, I know for like I'm a Penguins fan, so like I know for a fact when the Penguins won the Cup the one time, we have Will Smith and James Wood. He went to the White House when Trump was the president, so I know it couldn't have been like because Trump was the president. We have Yamamoto in the black and white. So that's why I was very confused. I was like, I'm pretty sure like he has young kids at home. We have Manny Machado and Cade Horton on the insert, so yeah, it's just. Everyone always trying to politicize everything is crazy. We got Aaron Judge. We have Luke Keeschel and Brooks Lee. Like, can we just be happy for the dudes that compete in the Olympics? Clearly beat a team in Canada that is on paper better than they are. Like, we're allowed to be proud of the things. We're allowed to be proud of U.S. things. Like, we don't have to be like, oh, I don't like what's going on with us, so I cannot be proud of athletes that represent our country. Like, you still live here, dog. Like, I don't get it. We have Bobby Witt Jr. We have Christian Yelich. I mean, I don't agree with almost anything that Megan Rapinoe says. Well, some stuff she says is okay, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't support the women's U.S. soccer team when they go play in the World Cup, right? Like, I still want them to win the World Cup. I still want them to be successful at the Olympics. I still want them to be... because they represent the United States. Like, I don't give a shit what their politics are. We have John Kenzie Noel for the Guardians. So double auto in this box. We have Ashcraft on the red, Hoffman, Bobby Witt Jr., and Caden Dana. The amount of hate in the country right now is just diabolical to me, man. Oh, John hit that with the closing teams on the big Christmas. I don't know. Where did he end up landing? Because obviously the Guardians DFA'd him. And then I think after that the Orioles DFA'd him, right? So where did he end up going? I have to look. Probably to the Dodgers. He'll probably be in the middle of the season hitting 30 bombs. I'm going to say after half the roster gets hurt like it does every year. Get into box 2 of the break here. I think the next release of Topps is... Did he get DFA'd and nobody picked him up? That could be true, I was going to say. But he's not going to get to play because... Oh, I guess he's a right fielder. He might get to play. I was thinking he was a first baseman at first. I was like, he ain't going to get to play now that they got Big Schmeat Pete over here in Baltimore. All right. Good luck to everybody. You got Roki Sasaki and Gleyber. I can't believe Gleyber Torres had a renaissance with the Tigers, man. That's crazy. It's so crazy to me. Dylan Cease on the orange. Jacob Wilson on the red. Like, his renaissance is just absolutely crazy. Michael Harris is second and Brooks Lee. I remember he was supposed to be, like, the savior for the Yankees and just... He had, like, some good years, but... Oh, no, not... Yeah, Tigers, yeah. But just absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it for the Tigers last year. We have Robert Hassel the third going to the Nationals. Nice hit here. The real Slim Shady. Will you please stand up? If you know, you know. If you don't, well, look at some of his Padres cards when he was in the minors. We have Ohtani on the red. Mr. Do-Rag himself. We have Ken Griffey Jr., Soto. We have Zach and Neto. We're going to have Sasaki on the red and Scooble on the concentration. Joey Votto on the red, little throwback jersey. I really like that photo of Votto. Talking about you love to see Gleyber Torres being successful, or? Oh, Brian, there you go. You got the real Slim Shady. I forgot you picked up the Nationals. We have Kyle Tucker. Stephen Kwan, Josh Naylor on the orange. 3 bad boys reversed here that are just base cards. Ballesteros on the red. We have J-Rod. Oh my God, the cards are like so stuck to each other. Mike Trout on the blue. Schwellenbach on the red. Marcelo Mayer and Cal Ripken. I have the blue Mike Trout here. Put him in the front to start. Chandler Simpson on the red. Mick Abel on the red, the concentration Rhett Loader. Francisco Lindor on the red. Zero chance he ends up back in DC. I don't think the Mets are not going to move on from Soto. This guy's been playing too much MLB The Show 25, guys. This is going to be box 3 of the 8-box break. I think the next release that comes out is Heritage, to be, I think. There's a Geesey. You have Alvarez. Ben Williamson on the orange. Prince Fielder on the red. Contreras on the red. Mike Schmidt. Ben Rice. Thomas Segisi for the Cardinals on the yellow. That's going to go to Hunter Edwards. And the Cardinals. McClanahan. Green, Cal Raleigh. Got Cody Bellinger on the red. Connor Norby on the red, Nolan Ryan. Man, I know you were talking about PSA, Brian, but Verlander on the red. They are trying to just screw me every way possible. I was going to say, there's an order there right now that's like lost that I've had to put a ticket in for. We got Zimmerman and Campbell. Then there was a second order. They damaged every one of the cards. We have Jace Jung on the orange, Bryce Harper on the red. So they sent me a thing saying, like, this is what we'll pay out on them. We have Gunnar Henderson and Cam Smith. And they had to regrade them and take a number grade off of each single card. We have Sonny Gray, Cade Horton, Pokemon cards. Except some of the cards, they said the difference in price would be from a 9 to a 10 is not accurate. Like, there's some promos where, like, a 9 or, like, $13, and a 10 go for $65, and they're offering me $10 difference per card. I was like, ain't going to happen. I was like, you're going to pay me out. I was like, I'm going to get paid out full value. We got Cade Horton on the blue. We got Jimmy Rollins, Ortiz, Scherzer. Let's see, we got Ripken here. Max Fried, Ohtani. Max Fried on the red, Ohtani on the insert. Speaking of Juan Soto, the red Juan Soto, Luis Gonzalez on the white. Black and white. Clanahan, Schwellenbach. Yeah, Dylan Cruz on the red. No, yours got sent. I don't think it. I think that's just I think they opened up a new facility and they're sending Pokemon cards there in Boca Raton because no sports cards have been sent there. It's Luis Gonzalez here going to the Diamondbacks and Brian Thomas. And whoever was soldering the stuff together obviously jacked up. So. Yeah, I mean, Ronnie looked at him. Everything pretty much he said should get a 9 or higher. Alright, let's get rolling here. We have Scherzer, Acuna. Gleyber Torres on the orange, Alvarez on the red. Hopefully Francisco Alvarez comes up and is decent. Let's see. Cade Horton and Christian Campbell. I know some guys are invested in him a little bit. A ton of potential. He just is so inconsistent. DeGrom on the red. Kerry Carpenter for the Tigers. Going to go to Robbie Coleman. I think with the prices of grading increasing, I think that'll change, to be honest. Carpenter there on the base autograph for the Tigers. Royce Lewis, Fred McGriff. Yuri Perez on the red. Like, I do think that'll. I'm hoping it'll change with them increasing the prices. Alex Rodriguez and Randy Johnson. Fernando Tatis Jr. on the red. Garrett Cole on the red, Matt Shaw. Willie Adames, J-Ram. Got Matt Olson on the red, James Wood. Rhett Loader, Benintendi on the blue. Rhett Loader on the red there. Yeah, a little PCA to start us off. Christian Walker, A-Rod. Andrew McCutchen out of 50 for the Pirates, Larkin. Chipper Jones and Sasaki. Matt McLean on the red. Got Benintendi on the blue. Little White Sox in clay. Yeah, but 14 out of 50, Andrew McCutchen. Nice little color match there. Going to go to the Pirates and Nicholas Vitale. I was going to put us halfway through. Let's get into... We have Cam Smith, Yordan Alvarez. Drake Baldwin on the red. Got Derek Jeter on the red, Felix Hernandez. Altuve, Mike Trout, 5 out of 99 for the Angels. What do you mean by Prepta cards? Are you at... Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, Mike Trout. I'm not going to comment on what he does because I don't need anybody's certs to get deactivated. We have Lee, Job. We have Shane Bieber, Greg Maddux. We have Shiano and Churio. Walker, Edgar Kiro for the White Sox. On the base autograph going to Clay. action here. Yeah, Grayson Rodriguez, Pete Alonso. That's the guy I think is going to be sneaky good this year. Is Grayson Rodriguez getting away from the Orioles. Merrill, Sonny Gray on the green. I think Grayson Rodriguez is going to have a fantastic year. Stanton and Hunter Green. 41 out of 199 on the Sonny Gray. Got Honus Wagner on the red. Gallen, Gunnar Henderson. Aaron Judge on the orange. Denzel Clark on the red. Got Biggio and Ichiro. Michael Bush. We got Michael Young for the Rangers. Let's go to Brian Thomas. I mean, PSA is going to give you the most money if you get good grades. I mean, I think CGC is going to take a chunk of the market, though, with the price of PSA, to be honest. I just think the price is going to be too high long term. I think some people will be okay with it to start, and then people will start to get bad grades and be like, I really spent $30 to lose $20, right? I was going to say, so why do that when you can submit for like 15? Well, through us, I can do cards for $17, $18. Be something yourself, it's like 15. Like, why would you not just do 15 when instead of paying 25? I mean, $10 a card difference is a lot depending on what the card is. Like, if you don't have a high-end card, then it's not worth submitting through PSA, in my opinion, for Pokemon at least. In the box 6 here. We're going to have green Kobe Mayo. Got Corbin Burns on the red. Ketel Marte on the red, Max Scherzer. Cal Ripken on the red. Joe Mauer, Jackson Merrill. Luis Robert. I think Luis Robert is going to be really good this year. We got Hunter Green. Sugano on the red. Get Robert some lineup protection. I think he's gonna go crazy. We have Adam Azor for the Marlins. Going to go to Justin. What happened, John? PSA just gave you bad grades on your vintage. Normally, their PSA is pretty strict on vintage too. You have Raggins, Aaron Judge. You have Devers on the red. Lee and Martinez. Got Logan Henderson on the red. You leave Adam Azor alone, all right? We have Ben Williamson, Tatis. Oh, yeah, they definitely gatekeep certain singles for Pokemon, for sure. We have Seager, Westberg. Got Nick Kurtz on the red, rushing. Ellie, ooh, another auto. We have been hit with a lot of bonus autos, though, so we got Ian Happ for the Cubs. I'm not saying Mazur's good. Just leave him alone. Like, he didn't do anything. Taking it personal that he's in every case. Look, he's just trying to find his spot. He's just trying to find his spot in the league somewhere, all right? Actually, I think he didn't have terrible numbers last year, if I'm being honest. But, right, I don't think he did. Let me look. Let me see what his numbers were last year. Watch him have like a fucking 80 ERA. Yeah, 4.80 ERA. 0-4 record. I mean, the Marlins were trash, so you can't really take his record against them, but because a 4.5 ERA is not like absolutely horrendous. I'm gonna say it's not good, but it's not like crazy. Oh, trust me, I know. I was gonna say. Even when Augusta Ramirez started the year off batting like 330 last year, no one gave a shit. Or Conine. Kind of crazy. This is box 7, by the way, guys. Brian, I will say we're not having the best autographs, but through 6 boxes we have 9 autos, so you get 3 boxes that have extra autos in it so far. We have McCutchen, Griffey Jr. Mark Vientos. Yeah, Brian Wu. It like the Marlins are great if you're a Marlins fan. Like good price, lots of hits. We have Nolan Ryan. If you're in it for the return on investment, they're not it. We have Alvarez, Churio. Kevin Alcantara on the orange. Arozarena on the red. Luis Gonzalez and Dylan Cruz. Gilbert. Another Kerry Carpenter base auto. Just what I wanted. E. Hunter Green and Ben Williamson. Don't get me wrong, Kerry Carpenter, pretty good player, but man, Luzardo and Christian Campbell should not get the same player in the same case. It just shouldn't happen. Mookie Betts out of 99. Cabrera. Lawrence Butler, Corbin Burns. Yeah, Severino. I guess at least it wasn't in the same box. Like a yeah, Buxton and Langford. The Aqua Betts, 84 out of 99. Scooble. Bregman talking about a PSA. They probably still wouldn't give you a walkthrough. Christian Campbell, Bobby Witt Jr. Semyon, Jason Ward. All right, I'll let the Kerry Carpenter go because then we can say it's in an extra autograph. Jason Worth, nice hit here for Phillies fans. Fan favorite. Look, Topps knew this half was going to be dookie, so they just gave us an extra autograph every box, all right? We have Trevor Hoffman, Betts, and Dana. They said, we're going to give you quantity. We're going to F you on quality, but quantity, we got you, boys. It's okay. We ain't going to give you a quality one, but we'll give you a few of them, all right? We aren't going to give you quality, but we are going to give you quantity, boys. Look, man, I still got faith that Thomas Segisi's going to come in and bat like .330 this year, all right? I actually think they called him up later in the year and he struggled mightily, but that's not the point. Oh. We had a Kurtz in this case. Didn't we? Didn't the first half have a Kurtz in it? We have Mayo, Holiday. Oh, it was Jacob Wilson. My bad, not Kurtz. I apologize. Lee, Albies. I was like, I know the A's hit really well in the first half. I was going to say Jackson Jobe on the red. Thomas Segisi, speaking of Segisi, 24 out of 25. The orange chrome. Salvador Perez on the red. Ronald Acuna, Sammy Sosa. Ryan Howard on the red. Got Paul Skeens on the red. Longoria, Yamamoto. Kirby and Soto. Logan Evans on the orange. Xavier Edwards on the red. Alcantara, Kobe Mayo. Have Kim on the red, the blue Adames. We have Bieber and Ortiz. It was Thomas Sagisi. Logan Henderson on the green. Augustin Ramirez. Talked about him earlier about how like they didn't care about him having a good start. Piazza, Santana. Yamamoto on the red, and that's going to be the break. We'll get this Logan Henderson green, sleeved and top loaded. We'll go over the hits. 196 out of 199 on the Logan Henderson. All right, we have the green Logan Henderson. We're in the blue Adames, the blue Cade Horton, the aqua Betts, Benintendi on the blue, Gray on the green, Mike Trout on the aqua Savage Sluggers. We have the gold McCutcheon, the black and white Yamamoto, Trout on the blue, Luis Gonzalez on the black and white, Jason Worth on the base auto, Kira on the base auto, Kerry Carpenter ×2 on base autos, Michael Young on the base auto, Mazur on the base auto, John Kenzie Noel on the base autograph, Vernon Wells on the aqua out of 99. The yellow Ian Happ. We have Robert Hassel the third on the Stadium Club Chrome Auto, and then two Sagisis. We have the yellow paper and the orange Stadium Club Chrome, and that's going to be the break, guys. Congratulations to those that hit, those that didn't. Hopefully better luck next time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for getting in the breaks. You guys have a good night. Be safe. I will catch y'all later. Tomorrow we'll probably do some sort of random teams break with Museum Collection and Pristine back in the mix, boys, just so you guys know. You guys seem to really like that, so we'll probably continue that. They were doing really well before we started doing Stadium Club and Series 1 and stuff came out. So I think that's how we're going to roll is we'll probably do a random teams tomorrow with those products.